Hi guys! So in this video I am starting my weekly series about using those supplies that you've been hoarding because you think you're not worthy to use them. So I have pulled out some of my stuff that I have been hoarding, and I had to make one thing first to make sure I knew kind of where I was going. So this is not quite done. I need to do the back, but it's going to be a journal card, and it is made using some of those things that I've been hoarding. I'll show you. The first thing is this gorgeous book of Goethe's essays, Goethe's Famliche Werte, which I think is family values. And they told me, I bought this off Etsy. They told me they researched when it was published and it was 18 something, but I don't remember. Anyhow, it's got these super gorgeous pages of that old German script. Let me see if I can zoom in a little. Isn't that gorgeous? So I want to use that. Oops, sorry I'm bumping you guys all over the place. And then the other thing that I mentioned in another video was some of Rachel's supplies from Roxy Creations. This is one of her paper packs, and I haven't used any of it yet. I've just been hoarding it because it's so fun. It's so neat. So I'm going to use some of that. I didn't use any of that on this yet. And then I've got some paper packs that I got from AliExpress. This is one of like little papers, and then this one was more papers. So I used a couple of pieces on here from that, this one and this one. And then one other thing, whoops, is my coffee dyed paper. I have a ton of it. This is like 1/3 of one batch, and I probably have 7 or 8 batches now that I've made, and I've like scanned, and I have some as a couple digi-kits of coffee dyed paper in my Etsy shop, but I haven't used much of it myself. The other day I did make up some pages for those journals I'm working on, but I think I want to use these in tags and journal cards, so I'll be using some of that, and you can see some of that on here. That was like the first piece I put down, was that greenish brownish coffee dyed paper. And I think that's it as far as the most coveted supplies that I've pulled out this time. And you know, I have a few other things I'm going to use, but I just mainly wanted to use those things, make sure I use some of those. Oh, and then these are from, so this is one of the other things I want to use, from a book called Gas Tables, and it's just all these tables of numbers. It's from the 40s when people didn't have, you know, little handheld calculators, so they had to have these books of tables of numbers. And then I've got this stamp set that I got. I think I got this from AliExpress. So I've got some of those seed pods on there, and what I did was I stamped it onto this green paper that I got at a secondhand art supply store a couple days ago, and I really like how it looks on the green. So, and then I just cut those out and glued them on. So, let's see, what else am I going to use? Oh, I'm using these stamps that I just got today, of clips, of super fancy clips. So they're cling stamps, and I just stamped on some book page and then glued it onto cardstock, and I'm gonna put this, like one on the front and one on the back, so it's like holding it like a clip. Hopefully they kind of match up. I didn't think of that. But first I need to cover the back of this one, so let's do that first. Okay. So I decided to make tags and journal cards because I have lots of pages for my journals, but I hardly have any tags or journal cards made yet, and I haven't really decided how many I'm gonna make yet. You know, I don't want to totally fill it up. I know it seems like it's kind of been the practice lately. The popular thing to do is not totally fill up the journal, but let the buyer do some of that themselves. I don't know, has that been going on for a while? I just noticed it recently. Whoops. Not good enough. Okay. So how's everybody doing? I got to watch a live crafting video with Sue from Paper Inspirations last night. She does like a live video every Friday night usually, although next week she's gonna do it on Thursday night. But when I say night, it's like Friday night for her because she's in the UK, or no, she's in Australia, I think in Queensland, and I am in Minnesota, in the Midwest, in the US. And so her 7 o'clock p.m. is my 4 a.m. the previous, I'm earlier, so yeah, I was just about going to sleep because I've been getting to bed super late lately, because I'm like so gung-ho right now about doing these videos. And so I was just about going to bed, and I had a notification pop up saying Sue has started a live video. And so I had to pop in there, and then I just ended up staying up until like 7. And it was really fun. She's fun. She didn't make a whole lot. She ended up making like 2 tags, but it didn't matter. It was really fun chatting with everybody, and she showed us a bunch of stuff that she's restocked in her shop because she has an online shop, which I can link to. I'll do that. I'll link to it in my description box. Okay. Oh, I think I'll just put some of that green paper. What did I do with it? Oh, it's right in front of me. Here we go. Not that piece. Oh, and she also showed us some fabrics that she got when she quote unquote fell into a quilting store on the way home from somewhere. And a lot of it was Tim Holtz fabric, and you know, I didn't realize how long he's been doing fabric. I just thought he was doing the paper side and just recently started the fabric, but I guess I'm wrong. So there's a lot of gorgeous fabrics out there that he does. Okay, let's see. How do I want to do this? So there's my big scissors. Looking for those. I'm gonna do the whole thing. This is gonna overlap, so about right there. So when we were walking our dogs tonight, we went over to a park that's right near us, and they're evidently having an art fair this weekend. I knew about it, but I forgot. So I'm glad we went over there, and I'm gonna go check it out tomorrow morning because it's going all weekend. And they're supposed to have stuff that's like under $30, not everything, but I think every booth had to have at least some stuff that was under $30, which is nice. Not everybody can buy real expensive stuff, but I like to support local artists, so I'm gonna check it out, see if I can find anything for myself or for presents for friends. Okay, I need some gluing paper. Oh, where did I just put that? I just had, oh, there it is. My latest mail catalog, Mary Maxim, which becomes my glue book. Although I do get projects out of here. Last year I did a really fun plastic canvas tissue box cover that was Dracula's coffin, and I did it for my best friend Sue, another Sue, and she loved it, so it was totally worth doing it. It was really fun. Okay, we're gluing. I need my glue stick, and I'm just using Scotch Create. I did recently get some of the Amazon Basics glue sticks because I heard from Jessica Rapp that they work just as well. She thinks they're good quality glue sticks and they're much cheaper. So I'm gonna try those out after this one gets used up. I think I'm still gonna have to trim that, no matter. And then, oh, did I put it on the wrong side? No, I didn't. Okay. Yes, I did. Shoot. I meant to put it over that way. I'll have to put something else on that side. I could do that. Okay. Just gonna fold that about where I need it. Well, it seems like people are done shooting off fireworks here, which I'm really glad. Seems like it didn't last as long this year as it has in years past. I really hate it when people shoot off fireworks in the neighborhood. Scares my dogs. It ruins the peaceful quiet of the neighborhood. Just do not like fireworks. I mean, I'll watch them on TV or maybe go to a fireworks display, but I really don't like it when they set them off in the neighborhood. Okay, I need to trim this. Oh, and I just used a index card for the base on this. Like that, a 3x5 index card. And I kind of wait until, you know, I'm almost done with it to decide whether it's a tag or a journal card. Just kind of depends on how it comes out and what I feel like it needs to be. All right, something else there. Pull out one of my mini scrap containers. This is like the small scraps. I have big scraps, medium scraps, small scraps, and tiny scraps. Well, I do have a piece of this on the front, right there. Yeah, why don't I do that? Put it on that edge. Yep. So like I said, I'm gonna do this weekly and try and use different stuff every week, or somewhat different stuff. Somewhat depends on what I can find because it took me a while to find this book, even though I just got it like a couple months ago. I hid it from myself very well. Not on purpose. Okay. It's a little sticky. I need a wet wipe. Be right back. Okay. This is just an alcohol wipe, so hopefully it'll dry really fast and not leave that mark. Yeah, it's drying. Okay. Good. Okay, now I just need to glue these babies. I think I might use the glitter glue, art glitter glue for this, because they're gonna be like right on the edge. Because I realized I should have put these seeds down farther, and then maybe I could put this down farther, but I also want that berry to show. I don't know, I might lose the berry word. Okay, that one goes on back. I'm gonna do the front one first. Now, obviously these didn't line up perfectly, but I think they'll be fine. I think what I'll do is just ink the edges, and that'll cover up that yellow that's peeking through from the cardstock. Just wiping the glue off there. But yeah, other than that, I think that's really cute. Cool. Oh, another thing I wanted to use was these labels. They're little tabs. You fold them in half, kind of like the whale tails. And I've had these forever. Obviously, if they're from 7 Gypsies, I don't even know if they're around anymore. I should check it out. Because they always had like the cutting edge supplies. But I don't think that'll really go on the side of this. So I'll do it on another one. But I do want to use those. So that one's done. Hi guys, I'm back. I had to take a little break so my son could do his daily piano practice. The piano is actually right behind me from where I'm working. So we gotta share. So he's done. Now I can get back to work. So we'll start with another index card. And let's start with another piece of this. I don't know if I want quite that much. And where is that thing? We had a piece here. A little piece. Let me use this. No. Let's use one of these. I'm just trying to find something to hold this piece against while I ink it, because it's really fragile. Oops. So this works pretty good. It's nice and quiet in the house now. It's about midnight and my husband's gone to bed. My son is in his room watching videos and drawing, and I've got the downstairs all to myself. It's great. Okay, I want to remember this time while I'm doing this to do Joey DeFee's trick of only gluing down the middle so that I can stick stuff under it. So I'll just put a little dab of glue in the middle and then position it where I want it, and then get other pieces. Because, like, what's the point of inking that edge if I'm just gonna cover it? I've done that before and been so annoyed. Okay, let's use some of that number paper. This number paper. I had one that was, oops, things are falling, you guys. Things are falling on me. Ah, there it is. I already pulled the sides, the blank sides and top and bottom off of this one, so I want to use that first. Okay. So that's a nice contrast in paper color. I'll do just want to do a strip all the way down. Let's rip it all away. Trying to see what I need to ink, if I need to ink that edge at all. Looks like not. I think it'd be fun to have green poking through here. I think I will do that. Like right there. Oh, maybe it needs to be a little bigger. Yeah, I could get a piece that goes all the way down. As you can see, I'm just eyeballing everything. I don't like having to measure everything. That's why I don't do a lot of quilts. I like doing rag quilts because it's very forgiving, but those quilts where you have to measure everything to 1/100th of an inch or whatever, that for me is torture, not fun. So I don't do it. Instead, I rip papers. I still like playing with fabric, but I just don't like having to be super exact with it. Just my preference. Okay, get under there. That's good enough. Right? Yes, perfect. And then I will need to ink that edge, at least down there. I don't always ink the edges when I'm collaging like this, but sometimes I do. especially if I'm using old paper like this. Okay. Yeah, I need something to lift that up. Like that. Yeah. And how much of this do I need glue on? And about there. Ah, come back here. I'm just trying to lift up these edges without tearing. Erg. There. I think that is it. Yes. Okay, now I'm gonna have to get this glued down somehow. Maybe let's put a little bit of glitter glue under there. Yep, that worked. Cool. Oh, and look, I glued down that edge. I know you guys are probably yelling at me. Don't do it. Maybe I can still lift it up enough. This paper is much sturdier than the German paper. I think I have to do this more often so that I remember not to glue it down. Okay, now I should grab some ledger paper or something in Rachel's pack. Right? Yep, I pulled it out. Some fun stamps. Maybe I could use a stamp. I love using stamps. Ooh, there's a little baby one. A little baby stamp. I love it. Or maybe I should use a green one. No. I will not make that decision yet. Shall not. Oh, music paper. I love music paper. Let's use some of that. And maybe this. And where's my ruler? Where'd my ruler go, you guys? Do you see it? Ruler. Oh, there you are. Hiding. I just want to tear off this edge. And I am saving that edge, that little piece. Wow, that's very brittle. Oh, and it's upside down. And there's 2 pages. Upside down, so now I gotta tear off the other edge. Put some glue on there and slip it under and stick it down. Shouldn't do this on the table. Oh, and I shouldn't have put those down there. Everything's getting sticky. Notice how my workspace is getting smaller and smaller. Does that happen to you? It's like, oh, I need this right here. I need this right here. Oh, and I need that. And then there's no more space to work. All right. Try this again. Oops. Yep, that'll work. Nice. Wow, that's so brown, it almost looks like craft paper. And now I need glue on that side. I should probably wait until I put something down there, but no, I'm not waiting. Impatient. How about, oh yeah, I was gonna use that other piece, that piece. Yeah, I think maybe I'll just rip this edge a little bit. So I've got that. Yep. Okay. Look at that. The glue is making the ink run on the card. I guess these are cheapo index cards. I mean, not like I need fabulous index cards to do this, but you know. And I'm not gonna worry about inking that edge because it's already pretty dark. And this is also very fragile paper. Don't know how old it is. Oh, funny. This is like one of those where they used it twice because there's writing in pencil. It looks like math. And then somebody wrote over it in pen. That must have been from the days when paper was more scarce. Can you imagine? I would not want to live then. I'm glad I'm living now when we have all kinds of paper to play with. Including this really old stuff. I haven't decided if this is a tag or a journal card yet. And that needs some glue. Oh, look at that. It's already breaking. Darn it. There's my little too much glue. That's fine, it'll dry. I think this is looking more like a tag. Those greens, they kind of clash. Not that I'm matchy-matchy, but it looks better if it's either exactly the same or totally different. I like that. Just a little teeny stamp. And I can still stick that under the edge. Baronessa Spingardi. Fancy hat. So these pieces that I'm pulling off, that's where they go. And then this is what I do with them. Paint them, or sometimes I sew on them. And then I have more stuff to use so they don't go to waste. I think this, I don't know, I think this is kind of too big for this tag. I'm gonna use it in something else. I kind of want another little piece of green coffee dye paper. Teeny piece. Put it up here. And then I'll cut it off because it's a tag. So no. Something with character, little teeny piece with lots of character, like this. Here. Oh, this is thick paper. Must be that hammer mill paper. Maybe just on the bottom. I'll try that. I'm committing. Need a little more glue up here. Oh, that's 2 papers, 2 pages. That's why it's so thick. It's not hammer mill paper, it's 2 sheets of copy paper. And I don't want that piece. Dang it. I was like, why is it coming apart? Get that back in there. Get in there. You must obey me. There. Okay, let's trim this up. Maybe ink it on the edges. Let's see if it, I know it still needs like a focal point. It's hard to trim this because it's like you touch the German paper, you touch it and it falls apart. But I'll have to do something really special with this cover. It's just so gorgeous. I love it. And look at that, the spine. I guess I would do a, what do you call an invisible spine? Because I wouldn't want to sew through that. I would want to leave that pristine. And even the back is gorgeous. Yep. But for now, it needs to serve its purpose as a holder of those pages because they are so delicate. I wouldn't want to take them out of there yet. Okay. What about some botanical something? Oh yeah, the stamps. That's right. The seed pod stamps. I knew I was forgetting something. And I'm going to stamp them on here again, this green paper. Let's go for the big one. Do the lighter? Yeah, because that's what I've been using on the edges of the pieces. I was thinking, do I use this or the walnut stain that's much darker? But that's what I used on the first one. Whoop. No, I guess I did the sepia. Although this is walnut stain. It looks fine. It's fine. Okay, and let's do a few more of these shapes while I've got these out. Oh, these, I haven't used these yet. Will that fit? No. No. I should just do these one at a time, it's easier. And I will flip it just so I can fit more on this little page. Okay. Now I'll do this one. I'm trying not to stamp on the edge because this is, it's got a perforation. So I don't want to stamp over the perforation in the middle of my flower and have it come apart. Let's do a couple more. Oops. Like that. Sorry if I was off camera there. This is a really nice set. I like this. I like all these different shapes and seeds and stems and even little tiny seeds. Use that one too. I don't like the words a whole lot. I mean, they're fine. It says, good things are worth waiting for, a little note, enjoy the moment. Friendship is found in simple things, and even a happy birthday. But I just don't, in general, I don't like words, unless they're kind of goofy or cheeky. That's just me. Out of the way. Try and keep a little more space open. I'm gonna put this in my offcuts bin. And then cut these out with my new favorite scissors, which, if you haven't seen before, they're the Tim Holtz Tonic, and they're lefties. They're real lefties, where the blades are flipped so that I can actually see the cutting surface when I'm cutting. You know, it's right there. Whereas on right-handed scissors, it's on that side, so I can't see it, if that makes sense. So these are true left-handed scissors, and they are fabulous for fussy cutting. I know I've heard some people say they don't like the serrated edge so much. I don't know why. I really like it. I think it helps me to not, like, you know how when you're cutting and you're trying to be real careful and then all of a sudden it cuts farther than you meant to? It feels like these keep you from doing that because there's all these little stops on the serrations, so you don't go very far. You know, if you're cutting slow, you don't tend to suddenly cut too far where you didn't mean to. That's my experience anyway. I think they're great. I don't think I got them on Amazon, by the way. I think I had to order them from like scrapbook.com or someplace like that. So that was a little annoying, but that's okay. I have them now. Oh, another thing I was thinking of using on these was some stencils, maybe, to get like some more color and, you know, another ink color. But I don't know if I'll do that. Sometimes I get carried away and try to use 17 different things on one little tag and don't get very much done. I'm sure you can relate. But I do have some really nice stencils I got recently at Tuesday Morning, which is a, oh God, what do you call it? Like a discount store? It's not a dollar store, but stuff is heavily discounted, and yeah, I found like 3 different really nice stencils. I tend to like stencils that are ornamental, like flourishes and fleur-de-lis and things like that, as opposed to words, which I already said I don't like, or shapes of specific things. I just like the fancy ones. See, that'll look nice. I really like that green with the brown. So I'm so glad I found this little paper pad. It was like 20 cents. Oh, this reminds me, this looks like a maple seed. I'm not sure if it is, but it looks like those maple seeds that look like little wings. And I did a coffee dyeing experiment with some of those a few days ago. And I'm just waiting for the results. So I think another day or two, depending on how much sun we get tomorrow, because I've been putting the bin outside to dry. But once that's done, I'll be able to finish that video that I started, so I can show you how I did it and what results I got. So that should be fun. And then I'll have a bunch more coffee dyed paper. because I did a big batch. I did a full batch. Used all my placemats, all my lace looking placemats. And then maybe I'll have, depending on how it came out, I might have some more digis. But I am working on a set of digis that are avocado dyed paper and the green food dye and coffee. And I'll be able to put those into one digi set. Bunch of pages to choose from, because I know not everybody has space and supplies and the desire to bring coffee into their house. Some people can't stand the smell. My husband is one of those people, unfortunately. It's like the smell makes him angry. It's such a weird response. I don't know anyone else who has that response, but he really does not like that smell. So, luckily I don't drink coffee. But anyway, yeah, so I have some digital sets in my Etsy shop of my coffee dyeing papers. You know, just like the best pieces, what I thought were the most interesting looking pieces. Now, I'm gonna decide, I don't think I'm gonna use all of these on this one, but let's just see what looks the most interesting. I think these two, actually. I like those. Do I want to put anything behind them? I don't think so. Sorry about that little interruption. My phone made a little noise and I was afraid it was not recording. So I had to check it. Yeah, I like how that teeny stamp looks. I feel like I need something up here still. Oh, maybe some washi tape. Maybe. Or I got this new stuff. I got this in my Your Creative Studio box with the clips. I guess this was the theme, was these clips. And you know, these say cling stamps, but when I took this off, it's super sticky, and I'm afraid when I put it on my acrylic block that I'm not going to be able to get it off. because I started to put it on there and I was like, oh no, this is sticking too much. It's super sticky. I can't hardly get this off. So I've just been stamping, you know, with my hand without the block. So if anybody got this one or has these kind of stamps from another set of hers, let me know. Like if you took off the clear acetate and used it on an acrylic block, and if you could get it off. I'd really like to know before I do it. So these are nice colors. They go with the rest of the colors on here. Kind of thinking something down here maybe. I'm not sure. Nope, I'm not sure. About these. I got these recently. I got this set off Amazon. I feel like I just want another little pop of color, so maybe this one would be good. It's super skinny too, so it won't cover up very much. It's like the teeny stamp. Okay, where's the edge? There we go. Maybe down that edge. Yep, I'm just gonna go for it. Okay. Okay. Does it need any more tape? Like, should I put maybe another piece over here? I don't want that color though. Maybe this one. Yeah, I like that one. Let's do a little piece of this. Tiny flower sticking. It wants to be on here, so why don't we put it on here? This is from a little paper punch that I just got at the same store where I got this green paper. In fact, that is the green paper. Where are you, little punch? I don't see you. See the paper I punched. I wonder if that would work. Oh no, this is actually from the paper that I coffee dyed. I really like that negative space. Let's see if I can make that work. On the edge so I don't have to deal with that edge. What do you think, guys? Yeah? I think so. Oops, something else is sticking. One of my pieces I tore off. Oh dear. cover the other flower. But this is not sticky now. I think I need some art glitter glue to the rescue. Sorry, this is taking forever. I'm just trying to be really careful and not rip this, because I want all the little petals to show. Cool. I probably would have looked better if I had inked it, but I don't know if I could have inked those tiny edges. I suppose I could like, draw it, but I mean like draw over the edges, but I don't know if that would work. Looking at my colored pencils. Let's see if this would work. Oh, you are not. Oh my goodness, this is not glued. This whole thing, this whole area. Whoa. A little piece just broke off as I was trying to ink it. This paper is very delicate. I kind of messed with the tape here. Got a little over the edge. That's better. I think I'm still gonna make it a tag and just, I'll make the tag corners in just a minute here. Peely uppy. There. Now I'm looking for my slot punch, which I do not see. This is what I was looking for. See, it's got a little sort of rectangle. Instead of a hole, it's a slot. I just recently got this. I think it's really fun because it you can keep your tags flatter because you don't have to tie a big knot where there's a tiny hole. Oh, and I found this little stamp. It's like a little ladybug, and I've had this for a long time. I got this in this set, which I'm pretty sure I got from a museum store. Yeah, I don't see any identifying marks on here, but it's got, I think it's kind of like the tiny pictures of stuff in dictionaries, and you know, I love dictionaries, so yeah, it's those illustrations from dictionaries that are so detailed. So they're really nice stamps. They've lasted quite a while. I don't use them a lot, or I haven't used them a lot, but I have them out so that I'll use them more. Okay, let me get a little scrap. Because I thought this would be fun, a little fun touch to put a ladybug on here with the flowers. And that doesn't matter because I'm going to cut it out. And I haven't forgotten that I was trying to color the whole of the flower brown. I'm still going to come back to that. I just got distracted by several things at once. I'm sure that never happens to you, right? Okay. There was something stuck on there on the scissors, but it's gone. I really want to get that new stamp set that Tim Holtz has out that is those bugs. It's like beetles and stuff. I love those. I have a friend who is actually an entomologist. Hi Val, if you're watching. And she has the real thing. She's got actual bugs, like, you know, in specimen boxes. And man, she takes them out sometimes. I mean, not all the time. I've just seen them once or twice. But she has quite a collection and some really cool stuff. Some of these bugs are just gorgeous. Just the color range that they have. I don't know if that's to attract mates. Probably is. Get their attention. But they're really neat looking. So her daughter, I think for Christmas, got her, this is her adult daughter, got her an entomologist Barbie. I bet you didn't know there was such a thing. Very cool. Okay, bug achieved. Where do I want to put you on here, little bug? Should he be on the seat? No. Let's have him walking across. Walking across the numbers. Having a little stroll. Okay. This kind of works. I'm more just drawing, outlining the holes, so I'm drawing on the paper below, but it's working. This is how I wanted it to look, so that you could really see the outline. Whoops. I went out of the lines. The coloring police are gonna come and get me. Yeah, I like it. Okay, so what should we put in here? Get some of this out of the way. Oops, goes in there. Let's do the Think and Ink, or Ink and Think. That's what Gail calls it. I'm probably gonna put lace in there because I really like using lace. Oh, and I need to cut the edges. The corners, I should say. So where is my corner? I have one of those little cards with the corners cut off. I don't have to use it, but it would be nice to use it. Aha. Found it. A little avalanche here. Okay. There's my tag card. So, do we want to do a long vertical one or a short horizontal one? Let's see, how far does this go down? About that one. I think I'll go for the short horizontal one. And flip. This is actually one of those stamp cards, like a punch card for coffee, from Port Angeles, Washington. My parents used to live there, and one of my sisters still lives there. And I used to get smoothies from this little, it was one of those little tiny buildings, you know, that one person works in, and yeah, they made coffee and sandwiches and smoothies, and their smoothies were really good. So I don't know if it's still there anymore, if it survived the pandemic, but every time I use this, it kind of reminds me of my parents, which is nice. They're gone now. I miss them. Okay, lace. So I have this big bag. Thought I'd just bring it over here so you could see. I think we want something off-white. Oh, here I've got some coffee stained lace. Wonder how that would look. Whoop. Wow, that's a lot. I didn't realize I had that much. Trying to find the other end. There we go. That looks good. Maybe with one more thing. Something else with it. That's from a book spine. Ooh. I think we have a winner. I don't even know if I need the coffee dyed one. Okay, bigger scissors. I don't know if I want to cut them at an angle or not. We'll see. I think this might, here's the end. I don't know, should I do that together or does it get lost? Is it too much to do both of them together? Nah, I don't think so. I'm gonna do it. Okay. Well, that was easy. Okay. Move these over. Trying to keep my space a little clearer. Put this over here. We're done with that. Okay. This is about twice as wide as the hole. So do I want to fold it in half or just, maybe I'll do it this way. Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out how I want to do this. I might try a couple things here and see how it looks. Could do that. Do you think that green needs grunging up? Is it too bright? I kind of think it's too bright. Let's try just a little ink on it. Yeah, that helps, definitely. Okay. Flip it. I don't think I'm going to tie it in a knot because I think it'll be too bulky, even though it's a bigger hole than just a round hole. I think what I'll try and do is staple it with my fancy color stapler, or fancy color staples, I should say. Maybe I will angle cut these. They look a little too neat. Okay. And let's do this one out of the way. Yeah, like that. And just a staple or two Hopefully just one staple will do it. I think I should probably try and staple it onto the tag. Ready? Oh, that was so easy. See, fancy color, it's gold. Got gold staples. Yeah, I like it. Now, I forgot to do the back. Yeah, I should have done that before I put the lace in there. But I think I can fix it enough that it looks right. This is a fun paper. This is from Rachel's paper packet. So I get points for using it on the back even. Not just the front of the tag, but the back. It's very freeing to use this and not hoard it. So if you guys are hoarding supplies, I'm telling you, try it. Try using them. It really feels good. I should save those. Put those in there. Because those would be good for snippets. Maybe I'll do snippets in my next video. I don't know if I'm ready yet. That feels like a big one. Big one to do. I want to get some other paper here. I want this. Why not? Okay, I'm just gonna put the glue on here and then stick the paper down. And then I can trim it. This way, I could do. Lid. Still want to try and cover that. I think just with the green. How to do. Get a pencil. And just making like a rough mark of the edge of the tag here. Oh, I guess I didn't. Those don't quite line up, those edges. Where am I going? Okay, right there. Okay. I know, I could take out the staple. I might do that. I think it's gonna be a lot neater looking. Yeah, that was pretty easy. Okay, let's just glue this puppy down, repunch the hole, and Bob's your uncle. What does that mean? Can anybody tell me that? I hear it so much and read it in my British mysteries. It seems like it means everything. Like whatever you need it to mean at the moment. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about Bob's your uncle. What does that mean? See, I like, what's the word? Etymology? The origins of words. I'm fascinated with that stuff, and like the origins of phrases and slang and stuff. I have books and books and books about that, including about British English, but I still don't know what it means. So if you know, if you can explain it to me, I'll send you something fun. How's that? I will, really. I certainly have enough supplies to share. Punch hole. Perfect, pretty much. No, stay down, you. Okay. Reinsert lace. This through here. I must have folded it in half. I only got one. Darn it. I think I need to get them at the same time. I'll just wrap this one around the other one. There. Got it. Except now it's on the wrong side. I want this on the outside. I want the brown one on the outside. Okay. Just wow, that's so easy to use, that stapler. Okay. Ta-da, done. One tag. Oh my god, how long did that take? Like an hour and a half? That's what it feels like. Okay, well,